Hey guys, welcome back to Built in America. I'm Jeff Friedland. This show is about men and women who are actually building businesses in America today, not chasing profits, but trying to do it with conviction, integrity, and responsibility. Each episode, as you already know, I sit down with founders, operators, and leaders who believe business is more than transactions, it's influence and it's stewardship. It's one of the most powerful ways values show up in real life. We're here to talk about the marketplace, what's changing, what's working, what it really takes to serve customers who care about what they buy and who they buy it from. These are honest conversations with people doing the work, learning in real time how to build, lead, and grow in a very complicated world. And today I am super excited to have Alexa Martha Butler, who is the owner of Alexa Martha Designs. And her work is sitting right in the intersection of building a business and staying grounded in her values. Alexa, thanks so much for being here today. Can you tell me a little bit about Alexa Martha Designs?
Yes, absolutely. And thank you so much, first of all, for having me and to giving me the opportunity to speak.
Yes, ma'am.
I believe I'm speaking for a lot of makers like myself that just sit behind the wall, so to say, work from home, so to say. I relaunched my business, Alexa Martha Designs, in 2020. You all know it was during COVID, so it was behind closed doors. And I had a friend who talked to me about COVID and stuff, and she asked me, "Can you do something like for people that suffer with COVID or have lost people with COVID?" And that's how Alexa Martha Designs really got started. I designed I call it the angel wing necklace, the teardrop angel wing necklace, because it's like it has a green crystal, long crystal that looks like a teardrop, and then there is an angel wing wrapped around it out of sculpted copper. It's really cool. And I did this for all the years that COVID was going on and still is going on, so it's still. And then I have also another jewelry line that's called Love Heals Hurt. And because I was abused in my prior marriage, I designed a jewelry for abused children and cause awareness to that. And I donate from that collection, which is mostly made from butterfly wings, sculpted butterfly wings jewelry from copper and silver. And I donate a portion from these purchases, and they go to the Carl Perkins Center in Tennessee, to which I'm connected with a friend. And then I write music, and I write Christian alternative songs, and I compose songs and sing songs as well together with my friend John Peterson. And we have a group. We are called Resonance Bridge, and we have a presence. We have a presence on Instagram, on YouTube, and on Facebook. And I encourage you, if you need help in life, need answers to problems in life, it's like we're putting messages out in those songs for people to hear. And then because I was abused, I started painting in acrylics a couple of years ago. And when I put my first painting, which was a snowman, which was approaching you, like an angry snowman that was approaching you, I put it on Facebook and it was sold within 10 minutes. So I figured, I need to go deeper into me and need to see what's there, what can I do to help people. So yeah, so this is what Alexa Martha Designs is all about.
That's wonderful.
And
That's wonderful.
yeah,
Cool. Well, let's jump into our 5 questions that we ask every show. Question
okay.
one: how does your business help people live out their values when they spend their money?
I design and handmade jewelry with purpose and for jewelry, for people that seek those jewelry, that like live with autism. I have an autism jewelry awareness line. It's just about puzzle pieces and the colors around autism, which is also the colors of the rainbow. And for suicide awareness, which is sadly one of my best sellers right now. I got a suicide awareness jewelry line as well, which awareness colors are turquoise and purple. And then I also do breast cancer awareness, but in a unique way, not the kind of way that you usually see with the bracelets and all this stuff. It's really on an individual basis, you know. It might cost a little bit more, but there's a thought put into it. So it speaks to the customer than when you just go to Walmart and pick something up, or you just, see a gold bracelet online. This is made with purpose. So it's made from copper, from raw copper and recycled silver. I'm a metalsmith. I'm a goldsmith, also a metalsmith. And yeah, that's what I do. And it speaks
Very
to
cool.
people.
Very cool.
Hmm.
All right. Question 2. What does building and growing your business in America mean to you personally?
Whoa, that's a big one. That's a dream come true, really, because I was born in Germany into a jewelry making family. And from really early on, I learned how to be under control in Germany. From going to the doctors, getting glasses, going to the dentist, getting my teeth fixed. When I met my husband in 1990 in Germany, he was in the US. He was in US Army. We met in Germany. We fell madly in love with each other. And then we moved together and we lived together in Germany. For 6 years, we got married. We had a son. And then where he worked, that part downsized. So we decided to immigrate to the United States, to Missoula, Montana, and we've been there since then, 30 years. We've raised our kids. Our son's now 30, our daughter is 27. We have grandkids now. And yes, and this how this all came to be. And then when my daughter, my youngest daughter, she went to school, and I had brought all my tools with me, thank God. When she went to school, I got my $200 gift card. I went to Michael's and went tool shop. I went bead shopping and wires and everything. Brought home and started jewelry making. That's how everything really started in 2006. It kind of got started. And then when I launched in 2015 and then relaunched in 2020 as Alexa Martha Designs. Wow, it's been like 30 years in the making almost.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
So yeah, it's been a long time in now having connected with the patriotic markets.
Hmm.
It's really starting to take off.
I
Yeah.
bet. All right. Question 3. How have you seen your customers change maybe in the last few years or even the last few months, especially those that are conservative or faith-minded customers?
So the 3 years ago, I think, or 4 years ago, I onboarded with Memes Nation, which is a patriotic market, and then came Made in USA, and then came One Bison, and many others, just to mention a few. And they have brought an increase in purchases, in repeat purchases, in just personally reaching out to me as me being a patriot, and saying, how are you doing in business and stuff? And it's really been a cool experience all around.
That's
Yes.
awesome. All right. So, question 4. What values guide the way that you lead your team and serve your customers?
Well, I was drilled in craftsmanship growing up in my
Hmm.
father's jewelry business, so I offer impeccable craftsmanship. And then also, growing up in my father's business, I learned about private grade customer service, how you talk to a customer and stuff. So I got great customer service, and I offer great discounts. And another thing that I like to mention is the unboxing experiences of my orders. They are extraordinary because I make them really special for the
Yeah.
customer.
Very
I put
cool.
little gifts in it and stuff, and
Yeah.
yeah, I make it special.
Wonderful. All right. Last question. This is my favorite one, but what's one piece of advice you'd give to other business owners trying to reach values driven Americans?
The patriotic online markets, if you have a website online, if you're a maker of any sort of things. And yeah, Memes Nation, Made in USA, One Bison, just to mention a few again. Yeah, reach out to them.
Very cool. Well,
That's
that's
my
great. Well, Alexa, thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate the time that you put into this and your craftsmanship and just what you're doing with your business. Thank you so much.
yes. Can I give everybody a coupon?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Okay, so if you go to alexamarthadesigns.com, just use my love two as a number two, and then you as YU. So my love to you saves you 15%.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing that code. We'll throw that into the YouTube description as well. But yes, thanks so
Thank
much for
you.
being here. We truly appreciate it. Guys, that's a wrap on our episode today here in Built in America. I hope today's conversation encouraged you as much as it did me, and helped remind you that building a business in this country is more than profits. It's about values and people and long-term impact. If you enjoyed this episode, please make sure you also subscribe to our weekly Liberty Spenders podcast, which you can find right here on YouTube, where we go deeper into how Americans are choosing to live out their values with, where, and how they spend their money. And if you're a business leader or owner or someone who has a brand that wants to better understand how to serve values-driven Americans, I'd love for you to check out our website, libertyspenders.com. You can book a meeting with myself or any of the team. We'll help you walk down that road. And last but not least, if you would be a good guest here, maybe you know someone who would be a good guest here on the Built in America podcast, head over to builtinamericapodcast.com to learn more and apply. But thanks for listening. Thanks for supporting American built businesses, and we'll see you next time on Built in America.